What's up, everyone, and welcome back to HBCU Game Day. I am Symone Stanley, and today we are joined by incoming South Carolina State Bulldog, KZ Adams. He is a redshirt sophomore who spent the last 2 seasons at Georgia State University, but he is headed home to South Carolina to play for SCSU. KZ, thank you so much for the time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So you are originally from Columbia, South Carolina. You've been playing in ATL. How does it feel to be able to go back home and play for your home state where you were a high school phenom?
It was pretty cool. Obviously, coming back, it means like the world to me. I always like wanted to be back home or be close to home. So obviously, I wanted to see how Atlanta was and see how everything. Just because like my major is film and theater and stuff, so I wanted to obviously build connections out there. But it was just a time for me to come back, and I just knew I was like, yeah, let me just come back. I'm ready to just come on. So
Did you build those connections? What was your time like in Atlanta?
nah, it was real fun. It was real busy really, and I built a lot of connections with a lot of people that's really deep into like film and all that. Obviously I didn't have time to like audition for things or stuff like that because I was just focused on school and football most of the time. So but I built so many great like obviously classmates and everybody outside of my class and stuff like that that actually deep into drama and all that. So I mean I met some great people.
So originally you wanted to go to Georgia State because it was in the heart of Atlanta. Obviously a great football program as well, but because of your major, it being in Atlanta, a lot of networking opportunities.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What was your experience like playing for the Panthers?
I mean, it was cool. I made some great relationships down there with my boys, man. That locker room was like my brotherhood. Like it was like so we were so connected. Like even like our offense and defense, like we loved each other, even though we tried to kill each other in practice. But I mean, it was a great experience. I just wanted obviously better for myself, so I just hit the portal and we just wanted to see what it was looking like. But I love them guys down there. I respect Georgia State. I respect all the coaches. Coach Elliott, thank them for giving me an opportunity to come down there. But I just wanted better for myself. That's all.
How did you see your game grow over those 2 years?
Um, Obviously, coming from here, South Carolina, I'm going to Georgia State, so really everybody in the world usually coming to that school, like football player wise and stuff. So everybody was the man at their school. So you just kind of like see how you go against like the other top guys and stuff like that. And I knew I fit in. I fit in well, So obviously I didn't really get the opportunity that I wanted, but it don't matter. I made great connections with those people, and obviously, competed and got better. So,
What made now the right time for you to move on from the Panthers?
that's a really good question. I, I just wasn't kind of really happy, and I just knew like I was just not happy. It's just nothing I could do. Like I used to always come home, like on my break or anytime I had free time to come home. I used to always come home, and I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be. So, and so after the last game, I'm just like, yeah, I can't do it. So I just wasn't having no peace. I wasn't having fun. So
I totally understand that. I went to school only an hour away from home, and it felt like 5 hours away.
yeah,
So, how far is Orangeburg from where you grew up in South Carolina?
about 40, 45 minutes. That's all.
Oh, you're right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was your experience like in the transfer portal?
The first couple of days was really, really like hectic. I would say, just because it was just like so many people was hitting my phone up and just dealing with just a lot of going through the recruiting process over again. But I just knew that God is going to lead me where I need to go, so I just didn't even really worry about it. I just like looked into schools and see what's best fits me, and and prayed about it, and that's just what happened.
When you entered the portal, did you have specific schools in mind that you were hoping would reach out or you could get in contact with, or was it just kind of like, let me see who wants me?
Yeah, let me see who wants me. It wasn't really like no specific school. I just wanted to see what's best for me.
What made South Carolina State the best choice for you?
Obviously, home. That's one. It's close. Obviously, they got a new head coach named Coach Berry. and they got another coach named Coach O Daffer. So they've been recruiting me since I was in high school, and I always kept a great relationship with them even though when they was at Benedict College, and I just always had that relationship with them. Just having it, just like I mean, I know. This could be opportunity, maybe, just building a good relationship because they'll come right back around. You just never know. So,
Right.
and once I found out they was going there, I'm like, oh yeah. This is definitely the spot because obviously I love them too. Like it was amazing. So, that's basically really what it was, to be honest. Yeah, the coaches.
What was it like being recruited by Coach Chennis Berry? Because when he announced that he was going to South Carolina State, it was a huge deal. Obviously, he built a powerhouse at Benedict, and we expected a lot of recruits to be pouring into South Carolina State. You being one of them, what was that conversation like with Chennis Berry? Because he is such a like commanding and like real, you know. I bet he has a good sales pitch.
With Coach Berry, man, like he's amazing to me. Like I remember when he called me, like I think it was after his press conference or maybe the day after or something like that. So when he called me, man, the first thing we talked about, we was just talking about Jesus for like 5 minutes. So that's when I knew for sure. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm deaf. I'm going with this guy. Like we was on the phone talking about Jesus, and that's what I like to talk about for real. We could have been on the phone all day talking about it, but obviously I knew he had time to go through a lot. I know his phone was, going crazy and stuff. So that right there, I always asked him how he was as a coach and all that other stuff, and say he was a fair coach. Just stuff like because some of my teammates played for at Benedict College. So I used to ask them all the time. And they was like, man, you're going to love him. Great dude, all that other stuff. So once I talked to him on the phone, it's like we connected. So it was real cool. And I actually love him, and I appreciate him too.
What do you like about his coaching style? You said that you had a few friends that played for him at Benedict. What is it about his coaching style that jumps out to you?
Number one, it was just more so like, okay, he's fair. You know what I mean? So when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, I respect that because he gonna play like who deserved to play. He know what the right way is. Like more so, okay, if your grade's good, you know what I mean. You working hard, but if your grade's bad, if you ain't, you know what I mean. So just little stuff like that that I look at. Obviously, how is he? Like, how is his motivational speeches? Like little stuff like that. I mean, I went back to watch his press conference a couple of days ago, and I joined in the passion he had, and I was like, oh shoot, so I was just like little stuff like that. Ain't nothing too major, but just the little things that I really look at.
Have you watched the video we have on HBCU Gameday in him in the locker room?
I did.
You watched that one? That was
cool. Yeah. So I seen that. I only seen it once, but I still seen it. So like look, his teammates, the team love him. So that's all I need to love and see.
Right. Absolutely. What did he see in you as a recruit?
That's he's seen me as a recruit as like somebody that's dynamic, somebody that, I guess you can say, he told me, he's like, man, God gave you a gift. And right now you can be able to use it when you come over here. So, and that's pretty much, like stuff like that we were just talking about, and just using me like the right way, you know what I mean, like I'm supposed to be used, that I think I deserve to be used. So just stuff like that.
Benedict was really known for their defense, right?
Yeah.
But Coach Berry, his background was coaching offensive lines, and he has an offensive background. You being a running back and knowing how important having a strong offensive line is, how excited does that make you knowing that he kind of specializes in that?
It's amazing actually, because all the linemen from state coming back, so that's what makes it so great. Obviously, the running back is nothing. No, the team is really not nothing. The offense is not nothing without the offensive line. So they're so important. Obviously, so he's an offensive genius. So well with Coach Williams to the OC. So, to be honest, I'm just kind of like really just ready to get there. Like, I really ain't really got nothing to say, but like we connect so well that makes sense.
You ready to go? You just ready to hit the field at this point?
I'm about to go work out after this, so that's why I'm just yeah, like right now.
So when it comes to your game, what part of your game do you think stands out the most?
It's my ability to make people miss, to be able to catch out the backfield, just the explosion of acceleration, just more so like as a guy that like to score touchdowns. You know, I like to win. I would say stuff like that, for real.
Do you have a touchdown celebration?
No, I just get a ball to the ref. I don't really have no touchdown.
Not even a little kid in the crowd, not a little bulldog in the crowd.
I would love to do a celebration, but I'm so scared of flags. I don't want to get a flag.
Oh yeah.
Back, yeah. So I just get a ball to the ref and I just go back. That's it.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. You know. But now that you're playing at home, you can get the ball to, you know, someone in your family or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
What part of your game do you think is underrated?
Maybe I would say blocking. I mean, everybody always look at my stature and be like, "Oh, he's not the biggest guy," but you know what I mean. But I think people probably look at that just off of size wise. Like, okay, maybe he probably struggled with maybe picking up blocks, but I don't have a problem with that. I like to get in the trenches with the linemen, so it's like, you know, that's what I think the media think. But for me, I don't know, you know, but that's just what I think.
You gonna let him sleep?
Yeah, you keep sleeping, it don't matter.
They get hit with that stiff arm.
Yeah.
You said you're about to hit the gym. You said you're ready to just get on the field and show what you have. What are you focused on working on the most this spring and this off season?
Well, the only thing I'm just focused on just pretty much just getting my weight up. I'm like 189 right now. We're just trying to get to like 195 and just stay there and just be good game weight to be able to take those hits and all, and you know, just everything just like that. So that's the only thing I'm really just working on. Really just working out and eating and, you know, keeping my body right. That's it.
I like it. Well, I'm excited. It sounds like you have the right mindset, the work ethic. You're going back home. It seems like the stars are perfectly aligning. I know so many people are excited about this new era of South Carolina State football. So we're definitely going to be on the lookout for the Bulldogs and you.
Sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, guys, I'm Symone. He is KZ. This is HBCU Game Day. Thank you guys so much for joining us.